All right, welcome back to my channel. So if you've been following along on how to register a company, how to incorporate a company, this is part 3. After you have registered your company name and it's been approved, you now can go and incorporate your company. Just want to make a quick note, this incorporation is for me. I am the only shareholder, I am the director, there's no other parties, there's no partners. If you have other people involved or it's more of a complex business, you have multiple businesses and you need advice, I highly recommend that you either go through a lawyer or do this through owner.co. For all purposes, this is just entertainment and knowledge. I'm not advising you to go and incorporate a company this way. This is just following me along as I incorporate my company for myself and only for myself. All right, that being said, step 1, if you want to name the company, you gotta have a registered name that's approved. And I've actually had my name approved for a while. I've just been a little bit busy to create this video and also to incorporate this company, but name's approved here. I had 3 choices. So my first one was Sleeves Clothing Canada Limited. That one got rejected because it didn't have a descriptive second word or phrase. The name that got approved was my second choice, and that's Nomad.Tex Clothing Limited. And I'm going to be incorporating a company that's named Nomad.Tex Clothing Limited. And I'll walk you through this step by step. Okay, so first, just Google BC Corporate Registry. This page will pop up. Next thing you're going to do is click the second link, BC Corporate Online. And here you want to select File an Incorporation Application. And before you do this, it gives you a warning. It says, before you begin this filing, it's important that you have a signed incorporation agreement and a set of articles for the company you are about to incorporate. Failure to complete and sign these 2 documents could result in the incorporation of the company being invalid. So there's a PDF here, which we can go over really quickly. It gives you all the actual formal instructions you're supposed to follow to incorporate a company. So request the name, establish the company's articles, prepare an incorporation agreement, file the incorporation application, and then keep the documents a part of your records. So right now I've requested the name and it's been approved. Now I'm going to establish the company's articles. And I can actually choose from here Appendix A or Appendix B, so paper copy, PDF copy, and I can use these as my table of articles. So let's pick Appendix A. It's going to download that. I'm just going to save this. I want to open that up. I want to open it up in Adobe so I can make adjustments. All right, so let's take a look at this. We propose to form a company under the Business Corporations Act of BC. The company's name, I'm just going to copy paste it. There you go. Name of the incorporator, that's me. Number of shares, I will give myself 1 share. And then after I'm done, I need to print this and sign this as well. It's not going to let me do it here, or I could do it digitally, but for the sake of this video, I'm just going to go through this as fast as I can. The company has its articles under Table 1. Yes, it does. And these are Table 1. The incorporation number we're going to get after we file the application, and then we can put that number in here. These are all the articles that are default that have been given to you and you're accepting them. So you can read over these after you've downloaded them. I'm going to go back to the application for the incorporation. And I'm going to certify that I have both a signed incorporation agreement and a set of articles for the company that I am about to incorporate. So here it's going to ask you, do you have a name reserved, or do you want this company to be a numbered company? If you want a numbered company, it's just going to spit out whatever's next in line, and it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 BC Limited. But I actually wanted this company to be named. So my name request number is up here. I'm going to take that, I'm going to copy it, I'm going to throw it in there. And then the next part I asked is, please indicate whether the company should be incorporated immediately today, or if I want it in a future date. And I want this company incorporated immediately. The cost to do all this is going to be $351.50. Okay, now we need to provide information about the incorporator. So who's doing this? Is it a company or is it a person? This is an individual because it's me, so I'm doing this. I'm going to enter in my personal details, which we probably will blur out. So name, address, save. And this is just to confirm the name and the address of the incorporator. So that's next. I need to check that, and I'll press next. Completing party, who's completing this application? Again, that's me. Everything here is going to be me. You will also have the option to print your copy of incorporation application once this transaction is complete. I would also like this to be emailed. So always choose email. If you ever lose these documents, if you ever lose your login, if you ever lose your incorporation number, you can just search by the date that you did this application and bang, you'll be able to find it. This happens with a lot of clients. They've incorporated a company and they forgot to file their annual reports, and they don't know what the numbers are, they don't know how to access it. But if you get everything sent to your email, it's super simple. You just search by the date roughly you incorporated and search for BC Corporate Online Registry. All that stuff will pop up. So I, the completing party, am confirming that the articles have been signed by the incorporator. So yes, again, this is all me. Does the company use a translation of its name outside of Canada? No. Director, again, this is going to be me. I'm going to put in all my personal information again, my name, my address. Confirming the director's name and address, so this is good. Confirming the company's registered office mailing address. So again, this is my home address. This is all the same. Confirming the delivery address. Again, this is all the same. Records office. Again, all the same. One final confirmation on all the addresses. Again, this is just me. The address is my home. Okay, so next step, the number of shares in this class. So here's where you can create your share structure, how many classes of shares you want, what's the maximum, or is there no maximum? Are there any special rights or restrictions attached to these? Again, I'm not a lawyer. I'm not going to advise on this, but if you have more than one person who's involved in this corporation, I would recommend you go seek a lawyer for advice on this. But since this is only me, I'm going to go, there's no maximum number of shares of this class, so I can issue as many as I want. Identifying name of class, I'm going to go class A. Do these have a par value? I'm going to say without par value. Do they have special rights or restrictions? And I'm going to say no. Okay, so this is just confirming the Class A shares I've created. There's no maximum number. They're without par value and without special rights and restrictions. I can add more shares here if I want, but I don't really need them. So I'm going to click next. Okay, so the company will be provided with a certificate of incorporation, a copy of the incorporation application, and a certified copy of the notice of articles. Please choose one of the following notification methods. So I want everything emailed to me. Okay, so next we get to choose a company password. So this is the login for BC Corporate Online Registry. So I'm going to create my password here. And a little hint, if you ever lose it, the hint should, give you a little heads up on what it should have been. Confirmation of my email, my company password, and my password hint. We might delete this or I'll try to blur it out. Next. Ready to pay, we're almost done. Contact information. Folio information, you may enter folio reference number below. The number will appear on your receipt. So if you are doing this on behalf of somebody, you might have this. I'm just going to put my email for contact information, my name, and my phone number, and I'm ready to pay. And this is where you make the payment. So we might blur out or cut out this next section, but yeah, go ahead and make your payment. That's it. You have your payment receipt here. And I'm just going to print this. That's my receipt. Save a PDF copy. You don't have to print it, but I am going to just save a PDF copy. So you should receive an email almost immediately. I've already gotten mine in about a few seconds. And I've received 4 emails. So there's a couple of receipts, and then there's your company documents. So I'm just going to show you what the company documents look like. This is the cover sheet, name of the company, the BC Incorporation number, the business number. So this is your business number with CRA as well. This is your corporate business number. This is not necessarily your GST number. You would still have to register for GST. You'd have to register for a payroll account. This is just your corporate business number. Do not forget to complete and sign your notice of articles. There's one more thing you're going to need. That's called the Central Securities Register. This is going to list out all of the shareholders, which is all of the owners, and what amount of shares they own or what percentage of the company they have ownership of. So I'll do a quick Google search here. Central Securities Register template. Free download. I can't really find a template very easily. But here's an example. This is what it's supposed to look like. So the date the shares were issued, the full name and address of the shareholder, the number of shares, if the shares were transferred, from whom, consideration paid to the company. So how much did they pay the company for these shares? Generally, it could be anything from a few cents, 1 cent a share, to $1 a share. That's up to you. Again, I'm not a lawyer, but you need to create this and have it in your office of records. So in this case, it would be my home. I need to show that I've issued myself 10 shares and keep this document for total shares issued by the company. These are the two documents you need to keep: the Central Securities Register and also the notice of articles that you would have completed. Let's just show those to you one more time. So Essential Securities Register and your Table 1 articles. That's it. Those are all the steps to incorporate a company, to do the incorporation application. If you want to go and open up a bank account next, you're going to need your company documents, you're going to need your Table 1 articles, and you're going to need your Essential Securities Register, and you'll be able to open up a corporate bank account. Thanks for watching the video, and subscribe to see the next one.